Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Shadows of Undrentide, Neverwinter Nights. And apparently the Dorna thing is a known bug. There is a fix for it I found. I haven't tried it yet. We're about to do it. But apparently whenever you have a major cutscene or a major, what do you call it? A chapter change, she apparently gets a little bit out of her depth. Okay. Set variable integer NW. Oh. So the fix is to do this. Okay, that should fix her. There we go. We're going to turn on debug mode 0. So I don't have any way to prove it, but she should be disarming traps again. She should be back to her normal everyday self. Her normal dwarven self. We're going to check our... We need to rest because apparently all my stuff is used up because apparently it doesn't auto rest you when we do the traveling. That's a little bit unfortunate. What level are we? We're level 7. We're about to get to strength 16. Come on, let's go, Dorna. Tyrio, shouldn't be too difficult. Let's just go down this forbidding corridor of rocks through this narrow hidden valley. Oh, look, undead.
Surrender, or prepare to meet your end.
Go watch our undead brethren. I must speak with the stranger. Greetings to you, stranger. You have come to the Oasis of the Green Palm in a time of great danger. I'm afraid there is nothing here for you other than death and the curse of undeath. All I need is some water. As I said before, there's nothing for you here, at least of all the water that once flowed in our oasis. If you do not desire to walk the night without a soul, I suggest you move on. Powerful creature, ancient foe of my people, has once again arisen. He has taken our water, destroyed the Temple of Morning Lord, and sent his undead minions against us. Powerful creatures usually collect powerful items. This could be a good opportunity for us. His minions drag the corpses of my people down into his tomb, where he brings them back to life and sends them to fight us. Our numbers dwindle as his grow. Even without water to sustain us, I'm doing the wrong voice. We shall soon fall. And without even water to sustain us, we shall soon fall. I too need water. It seems our lives are intertwined. You are completely out of water, then you are correct. Very well. Even though this tale is not normally told outside the Bedine, I suppose it is only fair that you know of the cursed creature who haunts us both. His name is Kelgaras. The legends passed down from father to son for ages in our tribe tells Kelgaras hails from the age long past, in the time of the Netheril Empire. He was an evil necromancer, disciple to the god Jurgle. Okay, want to know more about Kelgaras? Of course, all my knowledge is at your disposal. What do you know of Kelgaras himself? Because he lacked power to defeat his rivals in life, Kelgaras sought powers through death, that he might find a way to become the supreme ruler among the Netherese. An undead priest, then this is a creature that cannot be turned. He has many protections, young dwarf, but he must be defeated. Kelgaras became a creature of undeath, gaining the abilities of the supernatural, plus retaining all the power he held in life. He did not, however, anticipate the reaction of his rivals to his change. Please continue. As part of Kelgaras' change into his evil undead form, his own soul had been trapped within a rod. that he kept close at hand, for this rod could be used against him. Kilgras's rivals discovered this fact and had the rod stolen. They performed a great binding ritual upon it that drove Kilgras deep into the earth and imprisoned him there. Why did they not just destroy him? Kilgras's immortal form was protected by the power of Jurgle himself, and not so easily destroyed. Even the great power wielded by the mages of that age could but contain him in the end. And then, after Kilgras had been imprisoned for centuries, the Empire fell and its magic vanished. The binding that held Kilgras was broken and he was once again free. He recovered the rod and then built an elaborate tomb from which he planned to rule. In the end, it was my own people, the Badin, who stopped Kilgras from succeeding, but only at great cost. What cost was that? When the Badin first battled Kilgras after his rising, he was all but invincible. Many thousands fought, only to be slaughtered by his magic or turned into ghastly undead. We were desperate for aid, for anything that could stop this evil. We found it, or rather, one of my own ancestors did. What did we find? A prison built by the ancient Netherese, perhaps similar to the one Kilgras himself had once been in. I do not know. This one, however, still held its occupant. It called itself a Feirim, and was unlike anything else my ancestor had ever seen. It had great power. However, power as great as that of Kilgras. It was this power that my ancestor bargained for and was granted. A power that would drive Kilgras back into his tomb and keep him there forever. Does this power still exist? It does. The power has been passed down in each generation of my bloodline. Should Kilgras ever leave his tomb, I could perhaps even destroy him. Why only if he leaves his tomb? Ah, if only I could venture within myself to face the creature directly. Should we enter the tomb, however, our own power is nullified by Kilgras's magic and we are helpless. Some have still tried. Many creatures have the ability to nullify the powers of a rogue, yet this doesn't stop me from doing what I know I must. The most recent was my own uncle Hamad, the last to hold the power before me. He entered and returned a fortnight later, a zombie himself. I was forced to slay him, my own kin, and banish his soul. There are many things I could brave, stranger, but undeath, no, not that, anything but that. Alas, our time grows short, and I am sure Kilgras knows this. I am the last of my blood, and the power that was handed down to me, it has been waning even as Kilgras's own power grows. Why the shift in power? When I noticed my power beginning to fade, I voyaged to the distant prison my ancestor had found before to speak to the same Feirim, if it still existed. It was dead. However, it was killed. How it was killed I never found out, but I can only assume that its death has caused its power within me to fade, and at the same time allowed Kilgras's to increase. There is no sign of who killed it. I assume that with the creature's death, my powers will fade until I am normal. So how did Kilgras get rid of all the water? Kilgras's strength has been growing. It obviously has reached the point where he's able to reach out from within his tomb and parch the very spring from which the oasis flows. Even though he remains in his tomb, our tribe is under siege and he is winning. What do you know of Kilgras himself? Oh, I already heard this. Such evil is always undone in the end. So it would seem. All things must come to their end, good or evil, as did even the great Netheril Empire itself. In fact, it was the Empire's fall that allowed Kilgras to live. But I get ahead of myself. We've gone through this. Why would his rivals drive him underground? And we've gone through this. We've gone through that. We've done that. We haven't. I don't know if we have. With a bit. No. Okay, we've heard this. Okay. Don't want to call him power. How do you propose we defeat Kilgras? You must first destroy his body, which is neither an easy task nor will it be permanent. Kilgras is immortal after all. The source of his eternal life lies within the rod he holds. According to legends, whoever recovers the rod can place it on the altar of the Morning Lord, and Lathander will destroy its power. But none hate the undead more than him. The rod's destruction will end Kelgaras's existence forever, and only that can restore the water to the oasis and give us hope of survival. Okay, that's all my questions about Kelgaras. What about this oasis? It has nearly been destroyed. Both the temple and the Ancestor's Crypt overrun with zombies. What else can I tell you? Tell me about the Temple to the Morning Lord. Many generations after my family took up their duty in this valley, a stranger from beyond the desert came to us. He was half dead from starvation and thirst, but with our aid he survived. He told us this god had commanded him to come here, that the Morning Lord hated undeath above all else, and would assist us. It was he who built the temple. He died long ago, of course, but our people took up his faith and became priests after him. Now there is nothing left. All the priests are dead, and only the altar remains. What about the crypt? The crypt is a burial place of Al-Rashid, my distant ancestor who was the first to gain power to fight Kelgaras. I would suggest you enter the crypt before you go to the tomb. My ancestor's weapon lies within, very effective against the undead, though the legends say it failed him in the end and holds no power when wielded by those of our blood. That is why we buried it with them. A weapon against the undead? I bet Katriana would pay handsomely for it. Do you not find it useful, Ceresa? Perhaps we should. Do not discuss such things in front of me. The weapon is a relic of my ancestors. Do not treat it as a common prize to be bartered away. You are not of our blood, obviously. It may be the weapon would work in your hands. I have little doubt Al-Rashid would gladly forgive the intrusion if it meant the death of Kelgaras. Hey, I want to know more about your people. We are once a nomadic tribe connected to the other tribes of the Badim. But we swore to guard against Kelgaras when we moved here. Now the other Badim believe we are cursed and avoid us. The Vaerim's power was a gift, but also a curse, since it meant we could never leave this oasis until the mummy was utterly destroyed. Other questions? Tell me about Jurgle. In the time of Netheril, Jurgle was a powerful god of evil and darkness. It is said his power has diminished in this age, if he even exists at all. He retired, though Kelgaras remains as powerful as ever. It is said Kelgaras used the powers offered to him by Jurgle and attempted to gain rulership of the Empire itself. That is how he became what he is now. Did he rule the Empire? He tried, though ultimately he did not succeed. There were many who sought to rule the Empire in that age, and Kelgaras had many rivals with powers that paralleled his own. Because he lacked the power to defeat his rival, we read through this. Okay. Please continue. I've already asked about... Tell me about the Netheril Empire. Yes, an empire of wealth and magic of level unseen in Faerun today. Anywhere. Kelgaras was a Netherese priest of Jurgle, and the legends say he also conspired to become ruler of the empire himself. Okay. So what do I get for helping you? Now we get the crux of the situation. What do we get besides water? My people have been mostly destroyed and our belongings taken. Whatever you can recover from Kelgaras, you may keep. You also get the water you desperately need. I will be going. You must recover the rod that binds Kelgaras to this mortal plane. Only when it is destroyed on the altar of Lathander will we truly be free of this evil. Shifting sands are ever treacherous, but trust must be placed somewhere. I beg you, do not fail us, wanderer. Okay, so... here we go. Let me check the map. Let me check my timer. Okay. We're here. Catacomb of El Rashid. That's where we want to go first. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. Oh, let's take care of these zombies first. I love Turn Undead. Undead go Bazot. Are we still in a fight? Nope. We are no longer in a fight. We are going to take a rest before we enter into here, though. Catacomb of Al-Rashid. Boy, the ambient noise. Let's see if there is a way to... No, not video options. Sound options. Let's take that down a little bit more. There we go. Let's take the voices up a little bit more, because sometimes they're really quiet. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so down we go. Yo. I see statues.
I can't do that.
Oh, this is a puzzle.
I am weighted down too heavily, I fear.
Rune pillar. When evil grows unchecked, then shall one destroy the guardians, and prove his worth to wield the desert's fury. Oh dear.
I will strike you down, or fall in the attempt.
Here come the statues. Okay, more mail. Yes, please keep hitting me and not Dorna. Good. Kind of trying to remember how these runestones work. Oh, look at that. Okay, this will be interesting.
I am weighted down too heavily, I fear.
Okay. Let's see if this works.
I am weighted down too heavily, I fear.
How heavy are these things?
I am weighted down too heavily, I fear.
50 pounds. That's very heavy. Excuse me. Cough, cough, cough. Cough, cough.
I am weighted down too heavily, I fear.
Did I hear another click to this?
I can't do that.
Huh. Let's see if the message changed here. How many more do we have to play? 1, 2, 3. So 7.
I am weighted down too heavily, I fear.
See if it's an X. It would be really easy if it's just an X.
I am weighted down too heavily, I fear.
Well, it's going to be if it's an X, we're going to have Dorna do the last one.
I am weighted down too heavily, I fear.
Carry this over. Uh-huh, it's an X.
I am weighted down too heavily, I fear. Indeed. Indeed.
Oh, good. Okay. Guard me, please. No, not stand your ground. Guard me, please.
Indeed.
Let's take a look at this thing. 1d8 times 2. Bonus against undead, bonus against undead. Cool. The ice grinder is in general better. But against undead? Sure. Okay, take a rest. We also going to have Blessed Weapon, which gives even more damage to undead. Okay, so going this way. Something of a puzzle. Okay, we have about 50 seconds left here. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here before we head on further up. Talk to you later.